Good afternoon. I'm Doug. It's Shaving Down Under. Today we are shaving with Samurai. Now, I actually forgot to find out where this was made, but it's not made in Japan, but it is called Samurai. And it's by the Personal Barber, and they have a shop on Etsy, and they have two other soaps. One's a Blue Amber, I believe, and the other one is Nutcracker, which is a Christmas scented soap, as in Christmas, Northern Hemisphere Christmas, not Southern Hemisphere Christmas, which is a different scent. Also to go with that, today we're going to use a synthetic brush, and this is from Teton Shaves. And this fella makes some very interesting brush handles, and I just like the ones with the stones. This is actually a big handle. I don't think I'll get anything. This one is one from my partner, and this is from Billy Goat Brushworks, so you can see the difference in size there. And that's a fair size. That's an average size handle, so you can see how big this one is. So if you're a big fella with a big paw, go look at Teton Shaves. So it's going to be an interesting shave. So some of you know straight away what is inside the box. So this is a Gillette, and this is an ABC series of razors. ABC, I'm pretty sure, stood for American Button Co. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. And inside the box, here it is, triple silver plated razor and case. So I'm pretty sure, because they did a gunmetal, and I don't think this is gunmetal. I think it's actually just got that silver patina on it. I'm pretty sure if I was to clean it, that would come up silver. So you could buy this razor in the triple silver case and razor, which I'm pretty sure this one is. So that was the cheapest in the range. Then there was gunmetal with gold-plated razor, and then there was the gold-plated case and gold-plated razor. This is actually my favourite design, to be honest with you all. So let's get it out and let you have a closer look. So I have cleaned this handle up. So hopefully that's focusing. I'm just relying on my eyes without wearing my glasses. So I really love that design. A really interesting design for a razor, and probably well ahead of its time. And I'm sort of surprised people haven't copied this sort of style. It's quite heavy in the hand, and yeah, it's good stuff. So I'm going to throw in that Russian razor, the Leningrad, for its last shave, and we'll get underway. Oh, just before we do that, I'll show you one side. So there it is. So I'll just scoop some of this out. Really nice citrusy, earthy scent. It's actually the first time I've smelled the orange that's in there, so we'll go through the scent profiles during the shave. Okay, so a very interesting lather. So I'll let you know up front, this is a vegan shave soap as well, something I should have mentioned. Yeah, there's an interesting consistency to the soap. Here we go. Now I know this will be a pretty keen shave. So I scooped some soap out and just pressed it into the dimples of the bowl. And then when I applied the brush to start whipping up the lather, the soap sort of dissolved like it was made of powder. And it's something I've never noticed or I've never experienced before with a soap. So I was like, oh, this is going to be interesting. And I thought we might have a bit of problem getting a lather up, but I just kept adding a bit of water, doing the Uncle L technique. And she come up good. My second concern, once I was lathering it on my face, was the length of the lather, and how long it'll last on the face. But as I kept face lathering, it seemed to build up a lot better. And at the moment, it looks pretty good. Made it fairly wet, more so by accident, but I think it's probably for the better with this one. I do have a shop story for you. I'll bring it into the conversation in a minute. Settlement today for the blocks of land. Just got a message, sorry. So me and the missus will have a bit of a quiet celebration tonight. Or maybe not so quiet. Let's see what happens. This is going to be a very good shave. So the scent's still there. It's not a strong scent. I would put it on the side of mild. So let's run through the scent profile. So we got on the top notes, bergamot, orange, eucalyptus and rosemary. So in the mid, we have ginger, clove, cinnamon, cardamom and nutmeg. And a base of sandalwood, cedar, amber and musk. So out of that scent profile, the things I could smell, in the end, orange, which you saw me at the start of the video, which I couldn't get before. Eucalyptus and rosemary, definitely there for me. We've got the eucalyptus in the background, the gum leaves. Also clove I found, nutmeg and cedar. So they were the scents that I could find. Remember, my schnoz is pretty basic when it comes to detecting scents. But overall, it's a nice, fresh, earthy scent. And you could get away wearing this in warmer weather or shaving with it. I don't actually think it's a traditional winter type scent. So, That's the second pass done. So a bit of history with the razor that I quickly did before I started the shave. Got a bit of a pimple there or something. I always get these weird little pimples on my top lip. Mongrel. Don't always get them, but I get them from time to time. And no, it's not a cold sore. It's a pimple. So the ABC razor, and it also become the pocket razor, started around 1909. This one I've dated with the serial number on the base plate at 1911. So it's 111 years old, all the ones. And it seems like they made them up until around 1920, maybe a bit longer, maybe a bit shorter, but that's how it comes across from what I've seen online and with the Mr. Razor site. And yeah, so it's a really good razor. To be frank with you, I reckon I could have got away with 2 passes. Under my neck here wasn't too bad. And I've noticed that before with this era of Gillette razor, that they've got a bit of grunt. Like, it doesn't feel overtly aggressive, but you can feel it there. Whether it's the open tooth comb, I'm not sure, but it definitely has more impact than a tech razor, for example. Okay, shop story. Yesterday I was just hard slogging the shop. Didn't do a lot of money, time wasters. And the 3 dudes I had, they're all dudes. And the one I'll tell you about, well, one of them was pretty boring, and the other one, he's wanker. And this guy is as well. Comes in the shop and he's looking at women's lingerie, and I said, "Oh, you need any help?" He goes, "Yeah, you got any male G-strings?" I'm thinking, "Oh, well, I do sell them." I said, "Yep, over here." And thought I'd try and get this dude in out quick, and showed him a cup and goes, "Nah, wrong colour, nah, wrong material, nah, it's got to be black and cotton." I'm thinking, go to the supermarket, just somewhere else, mate. And then he goes, "Oh, you got any of those contact boards?" And I'm thinking, really? Now, I don't know what it's like in England or Europe or the States in adult shops, but 20 plus years ago, well, definitely 15 plus, but let's say 20 plus, in adult shops in South Australia, they'd have a contact board, where, a chick or a couple or a gay dude or whatever, they'd just scribble out a bit of a profile of themselves and then leave the number behind the counter with like a code, and then the punter would come in and he'd read the notice board, then pick out the ones he thought were interesting, and then let's just make a number up. Let's just say he paid $5 so he could get the phone number. So the shops basically got rid of them because a lot of these women were pretty transient. And I think it mainly come down to more the women that were advertising, because, they're working girls, and And back in the day, this is the early days of mobile phones, I'd give a phone number and 2 weeks later they've changed the number or whatever, for whatever reasons. And so geezer would come into the shop, pays $5 for the phone number, come back 30 minutes later, 15 minutes later, accusing the shop owner of ripping him off by scoring money out of him with a fake phone number because the number doesn't work or Annabelle Delight doesn't live there, sort of thing. So it became way too much of a hassle for shop owners, and rightly so. And so I quickly gave the spiel to this guy. It's just so amazing that this stuff hasn't happened for at least 15 years. Since I've been in the game, about 16 years. And there's still people asking about it. And this guy goes, yeah, last time I was here, and I hadn't recognised him at this point. Last time I was here, there was a group of women and they were chatting about getting a male stripper and things like that. And I'm like, I remember you now. You were a time waster and you were embarrassing. And because there's 3 women, they're in their, middle-aged, pimple, disgusting. And they're actually quite attractive women and, and they were confident women. So this little weasel, he tried getting in on their conversation and they just brushed it off, And he's like, yeah, I was thinking maybe I could leave my phone number with you for any women who are looking for a guy. And I'm like, this is my head thinking. I'm thinking, what? Because this guy's shorter than me and I'm not tall. I'm around 5, 6, 7, something like that. You shrink with age. And this guy's shorter than me with a bit of a beer gut. I'm thinking, what woman would want to have sex with you, you little maggot? You fat little maggot. And I said to him, mate, I've been in the game for 16 years and not once has a woman come up and asked if I had a phone number for a guy behind the counter. Really? And this guy, if he was a half-wit, I'd get it and I'd go easy on him, like, nah, mate, because you get fellas saying you could tell they're not firing on every cylinder. But this guy is, he seemed normal enough, and I was thinking, and he was talking like they might want a stripper, like pay for him or something like that. I'm thinking, no woman's going to pay for you, you idiot. I just couldn't believe it. And then it went downhill from there. So, of course, he leaves, doesn't pay a cent, doesn't buy anything, nothing. He's walking out the door, see you later, mate. I just don't even respond. Get out of my shop. That's what I'm thinking. Giving him the finger behind his back as he walks out. They're the sort of customers that are just getting under my skin of recent times. Really annoying, time-wasting mongrels. Okay. So, this is thumbs up. It's vegan soap and it's a good vegan soap. Probably wasn't a lot of slickness there just when I was touching up. But leather-wise, it was fine. It was a good leather. Wasn't the thickest leather you can get like you get with a tallow soap, but it's still a very good leather. And if you did experiment with it, like if you bought a tin of this, I'm pretty sure you'd find a thick leather with it as well. So I like it. It's very good. And as I said, there's 2 on the range. There's a Christmas one. There's, I think I said Blue Amber from memory. So that will obviously be a real summery type soap. This, if you want a seasonal soap, you got spring and autumn here, no worries. And probably the cooler times in winter. Beautiful razor. Love it. Real keen shave. This is really nice BBS. You can't ask for more. These actually, they don't sell too high. Amazingly, they should. Like I know some sellers try and get you $200+ US for them, but really, you get these. You can pick these up for 100 US or under. Usually it comes with a case, and the case is ratty as, but they're a solid razor, well-made razor. I don't think I've ever seen one with a split in it. And even if you just buy it and just discard the case and keep the razor, you know, I actually recommend going for it, buying one. But that doesn't surprise you. Look, I know Russia is probably not the most popular flavour in the ice cream display at the moment, but these vintage Russian razors, I think, are excellent. This is my 3rd shave of the blade I took out of here, Monday, Wednesday, and today, Friday. And no nicks, or if there was one, it was just real small. And I actually can't remember that. So if you see these on Etsy or somewhere like that, and just ask them if that says Leningrad. And there's another one there, Sputnik, the word is a lot shorter. Pick some up, especially if you can get them in a brick, like of 100 blades. But even if you just want to go, I'll just try this one pack out, you can pick them up pretty cheap. And well worth it. I think you'll be really surprised. That was 3 shaves. I've discarded the blade. Now, I'm real confident I could have got a lot more shaves from that blade, because I was feeling no tugging, nothing. It was just slicing through my whiskers. So, once again. So we'll get back to this. I'll put links in the description. If you're after a vegan soap, the base of this is shea and cocoa butters. There's obviously other ingredients, but that was the base that they're making it all around. And besides it sort of being a bit powdery when I started, it was a way it dissolved like a powder in the bowl. But then lathered up, it was a strange occurrence that I've never seen before. But as you saw the lather, I got a fine lather out of it. So yeah, pick one of these up if you're after a vegan, and I'm sure you'll really enjoy it. Okay, I've been wobbling on now for a long time. Hope you have a great weekend. As I said, we've got settlement on one block of land today, and there was something on his end, the owner's end for the other block. But apparently that was going to get cleared later today. So no doubt there'll be pink bubbles flowing freely tonight, whether we do that at home or I don't want to do it at home. I reckon we want to go somewhere, and I know where. The Hilton. The restaurant there. Just got to see if I can twist my partner's arm a little bit. But she should be in a mood to celebrate. So, yeah, so whatever you do, I hope you have a great weekend. I hope I'm going to have a great weekend. I'm going down to see the landlords, going to find out what's happening about if I'm going to end up selling my business or not. I'll be honest with you all right now. I'm not confident. I am not confident, and I'm not happy, and as you could imagine, really. So it's we'll see, but I'll sit down with the landlord late this afternoon after he's closed up his shop, and I'm going to say, mate, you got to put this all on the line here because I'm involved now. I really, really want to know where I'm standing, whether I'm coming or going, whether I'm going ka-ching or I'm just going. Anyway, sorry about that. Hope you have a great weekend. We'll catch you on Monday. Ciao for now.